Hi, welcome back to my channel. This book review here is for On a Quiet Street by Seraphina Nova Glass. I think this is only the second or third book that I read by her, and I am checking because, no, this is the third book. I read Such a Good Wife and Someone is Listening, or Someone's Listening. So on this book, On a Quiet Street, I found that this is what you would call an oxymoron, because the street was not the perfect quiet environment that perhaps any tenant that lived there would have expected, or should I say homeowner. Now, it says here, the tagline for this book, this is a book at your publication, and no, I'm sorry, this is Great in House, I'm sorry. The tagline is, the perfect neighborhood can be the perfect place to hide. So sometimes I read blurbs and sometimes I don't, but I want to read this blurb because it will give me a little bit more time to think of how much I can tell you without giving you a spoiler. So I'm still thinking on that. And I read this yesterday. In fact, I almost made the book review right after I read it, but I just don't want to cross that line of a spoiler. So let's read the blurb. Who wouldn't want to live in Brighton Hills? This exclusive community on the Oregon coast is the perfect mix of luxury and natural beauty. Stunning houses nestled beneath mighty Douglas firs and lush backyards roll down to the lakefront. It's the kind of place where neighbors look out for one another, sometimes a little too closely. Now, this is why I'm reading the blurb, because I want you to get some of these names in mind. Cora thinks her husband Finn is cheating. She just needs to catch him in the act. That's where Paige comes in. Cora, Finn, Paige. Okay? Paige lost her son to a hit and run last year, and she's drowning in the kind of grief that makes other people do reckless things. It doesn't say it here in the blurb, but Paige's husband's name is Grant, and they're currently separated. So again, Cora, Finn, Paige, Grant. Remember, On a Quiet Street. Just keep those names in mind for a second. So she has the kind of grief that make people do reckless things, like spying on the locals, searching for proof that her son's death was no accident, and agreeing to Cora's plan to reveal what kind of man Finn really is. All the while their recluse new neighbor, Georgia, is acting more strangely every day. But what could a lovely young mother possibly be hiding? So I'm not going to read any more, but I just wanted you to hear some of those names. Cora, Finn, Georgia, Paige, Grant. How do they interconnect beyond living on the same gorgeous street? Well. Got 3 points of view. We have Cora's, we have Paige's, and we have George's. With Cora, she has a teenage daughter, and she is sure her husband Finn is cheating on her, almost to the point of sheer paranoia that her husband is cheating on her. Then we have Paige, the mother who lost her son in a terrible accident, but she's determined that it's not an accident. And then we have Georgia, who is apparently agoraphobic. A young mother, just a little baby, a toddler, not even a toddler, she's still in a playpen, and she can't pretty much cross her threshold. As far as she goes is to her porch. Well, guess what? Each of them has secrets, and each of them will connect at some point in this story. Now, it's a domestic suspense because I found it to be, how can I say this? I want to say this right. I thought I would be reading more like a women's fiction where you just have like Peyton Place type drama. As a matter of fact, in one of my videos, I mentioned that this reminded me of Peyton's Place, though I never saw it, but my mother and my aunt saw it when I was a young kid, and they would talk about it. So this is what I'd be reading. So yeah, you get that women's fiction / soap opera type vibe. don't stop reading, because you start to get a suspenseful story. Okay? It says, it's clear that each of the women, Cora, Paige, and Georgia, have secrets. But the drama behind those secrets let me tell you, I wasn't feeling well yesterday, and I just wanted to go to bed for a few hours, but I couldn't. I could not. This was the kind of book that when I'm reading this on my Kindle, it tells you 4 hours to finish this book, or 4 hours and 19 minutes. Well, guess where I was for 4 hours and 19 minutes? If that's what it said. I'm just being facetious right now. I was right here in this chair. Sorry. Because I could not put this book down. Okay? Now, you're going to find some reveals in this book. Lots and lots of crime thrillers, mystery thrillers, psychological thrillers have twists and turns. And they have reveals. There's even red herrings. Well, what you're going to find in this book are some reveals that will really upset you, really excite you, because you got to find a fix. There's got to be a fix, right? And then you have people who like drama, who like intensity, who like the deep things, who like even possibly suspending belief. Because and we're just going to give a quick review, how does a woman who thinks her husband is cheating, a woman who's determined to find out what really happened to her son, and how does an agoraphobic young mother tie in to the other two women? That's it, right? So there you have it. I love leaving you guys on tenterhooks with these reviews. I'm going to get even better at it as time goes on, because I kind of feel like I have a job here. My job is to not just help these authors and publishers get their books sold and into the hands of readers, but my job is to get you, the listener or the reader of my book reviews, to say, I'm going to go to Amazon and I'm going to spend $9.99 and buy this book. Or I'm going to go to Audible and I'm going to listen to this book. Or I'm going to go to my library and I'm going to put myself on the wait list and I'm going to listen to this book. So that's it. It doesn't come out to May 17th, so this video won't be out for a minute, but you'll see it when the book is ready to be released. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.